Hi friends, it's Nancy, and I'm back to do another little tutorial about how to make booklets out of vintage playing cards. So I have this deck of cards, and I chose these ones because there's red roses on them, and I thought that went well with the Alice in Wonderland theme. So I'm taking two cards, and I'm positioning them about 1/8 of an inch apart. And I've got some washi tape here that is, well, I can glue one side first with, so I'm leaving a little gap there. Now I'm going to tear another piece, make it a little shorter so I'm not wasting as much. And then I'm adding some glue from my glue stick right here. And there we go. Now I can just trim that off. I betcha, and I haven't tried this, but I bet you I could round that. Yeah, that looks a little neater. Okay. Now I've got some tea dyed or coffee dyed, I don't know what it is at this point. Just had it in my scrap box. So I've got some papers here, and I'm going to cut, let's do 4. So I'm going to cut 4 just 1/4 of an inch shorter than my card. So a typical card is going to be like 3.5 inches. So I'm going to cut this 3 1/4 inches. Better make sure these are square together. What did I say, 3 1/4? So I might as well cut 2 because I'm going to do a couple, I think. I'll cut here at 6 1/2. And I'll cut here at 3 1/4. Okay. Now I'm going to cut these the width minus 1/2 inch. So the width I have here is just a scritch over 4 1/2. So I'm going to do these 4 1/8. Except that's 3 1/8. I almost messed up. Okay, I'm going to fold these in half. And they don't have to be all the same paper. You've got offcuts from ledger paper or you know, even some like book fly leaf paper, you know, the kind, the papers at the beginning and the end of the books that are just blank. You know, whatever you got that a person could write on. Okay, so I got 4. Actually, I had 5, but I'm only going to use 4. And I'm going to put them right there inside the book. And I need a little pin. To hold them in place. Now, I can see the gap right there. You can sew these in by hand if you want to, but I'm going to machine sew these by just running a line of stitching through that gap, okay? Just want to make sure I'm more or less centered here. Good. I'm going to pause. Okay, stitching is done. So I'll take the clip off and I'm just going to knot these ends. On both ends. Now, if you want to, you can glue a piece of paper over the top of the inside cards, but I don't. Something else that might be fun would be to make a little pocket in there. Maybe I'll do a little pocket in the back. I'm just going to glue this double layer of paper together. And I'm using a double layer just so it'll have some stiffness. And here's my little circle punch. Okay, I could stitch around that, but I think I'll ink. Got my art glitter glue. I'm going to have the open end facing towards the outside edge. I beg your pardon, the inside edge. No? Yeah, I'll do that facing the outside edge. So I've kind of got that centered. I didn't measure anything here. I just grabbed a scrap out of the garbage can, folded it in half, and here it is. Okay, so that is a little notebook that you can tuck into a pocket. I can see making a whole lot of these. I could put a when I'm sewing this sorry, I could put a little piece of ribbon there to make a closure. I could do like a brad and do a stringy wraparound thing, or just the way it is. So I'm going to make a few of those. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this little short video. We should not turn off, because I said every time we do a video between now and 3,500, I'm going to add something to my little can. So if you didn't see the previous video, what I said was I'm doing a giveaway using this antique World War I era tin that looks like a travel trunk, and it's marked with the London and Northwestern Railway, which it was an English railroad company that stopped operating around 1922. So, I'm just looking around my desk. What have I got handy that I could put in here? Oh, I know. Better take the price tag off. So I have this very, very fine doily, and it's tatted. I have not, it looks like a spider web. It's so fine. I have not tried to iron it. Actually, I just got this yesterday. That's why it was handy on my desk. So, we will put that piece of ephemera, well, it's not ephemera, but it's a vintage textile, inside our treasure chest. And now we will talk to you again soon. Take care.